Touchline TV caught up with Fire second-year goalkeeper Sean Johnson to talk about persevering in the face of adversity, the toughest shot to save in MLS, and which is better, Skittles or Mike and Ike's. Welcome to Touchline TV. I'm here with second-year Chicago Fire goalkeeper Sean Johnson. Sean, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely.
Sean, in your 2 years, you've been through some highs and lows. How does adversity drive you competitively?
Yeah, I think when you go through adversity, you know, you're forced to kind of take a step back and look at the big picture and maybe go back to the basics and just basically go back to what got you to where you were. So I think, you know, every process is a good learning process.
As a goalkeeper, you're always going to allow goals. What does it take to have a selective amnesia and move on once someone beats you?
Right, I think it takes a strong mentality. You know, you're going to give up goals. It's a part of the game. Just staying strong and trying to move on as quickly as possible from a goal that's scored is key to this position.
Is that something that you learn, or is it, you know, you first step into the net and you're just able to forget about it? Is it something that it's hard on you the first couple of times, or?
I think you acquire over time. You know, it's a learning process. Goalkeeping, you get better as you get older and you start to mature. You know, the more you play. So I think you know, over time you get to learn how to deal with goals being scored more and more until you can effectively go out and get the job done.
Which guy on the team's shots bother you the most? Who hits the ball the hardest or knuckles the ball at you? Which guy do you hate saving?
I think Palladini has the knuckleball down packed. I think Christian probably has one of the harder strikes in the team. So
sort of a mean mug anyway.
Yeah. He has a pretty vicious shot, but I think Danny's is the most difficult to deal with.
What about in the league? At this point, you've faced pretty much everyone. Who has the hardest shot? Who's the most difficult guy to stop?
The hardest shot in the league, it's tough to say. I mean, there's a lot of good players in the league. You know, from the games this year and last year, I think, you know, Juan Pablo, when he connects with the ball, has a pretty good strike. You know, and David Beckham whips in a great ball. It's probably the hardest whip ball I've had to face so far and most difficult to deal with. As
a guy who's played basketball your whole life, what is more satisfying, slamming a ball or saving a penalty kick?
Saving a penalty, hands down. Yeah, more satisfying. You know, slams come, you know, here and then, but I think
as a guy who just slams it whenever he wants, right?
No, but penalties, I think it's definitely something that you can take pride in, because I mean, they don't come very often, and when they do come, it's either a ball being placed in the back of the net, high or wide, or the goalkeeper saving it. So I think it's definitely more satisfying to save a PK. Better
basketball player, MJ or LeBron?
MJ, hands down. I think LeBron's on his way.
Chicago answer.
Yeah, LeBron's a good basketball player as well, but I think MJ established himself as the greatest ever.
Better goalkeeper, Tim Howard or Petr Cech?
Oh, that's a tough one. To be honest, I think they have different styles. I like to watch Tim Howard's game because I feel like, you know, he's super athletic, great positioning. Petr Cech's massive, and so it's easier for me to relate to Tim Howard, but I think they're both great goalkeepers.
Yeah. Mike and Ike's or Skittles?
Gotta go with the tropical Mike and Ike's.
All right.
Yeah, they're great. I
can get behind that.
Yeah.
Some Michael and Ike for sure.
Yeah.
Sean, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime.
Thanks for watching us on Touchline TV.